Hello everybody and welcome to the Whiskey Dictionary. Tonight I'm going to be talking to you about Knob Creek's Straight Rye Whiskey. So this is a rye whiskey put out in about 2012 or so from Jim Beam, and they're the ones that make the small batches. So Knob Creek has a number of different expressions, and this is just one more of them. If you want to learn more, go check it out up there. But the Knob Creek Straight Rye Whiskey, they don't tell you anything about the mash bill. They don't really tell you anything about the way it's aged. In fact, this is a no-age statement, although I will say that they write patiently aged at the bottom here. So, you know, that should cover them. So, man, I really hope people don't fall for this crap. But anyway, let's talk about the nosing and the tasting. This is kind of going to be a quick video because frankly, there's not a whole lot to talk about here. It's just another rye. And this one just happens to be put out by Knob Creek. So it is about $40. I'll put that out there. So no matter what it tastes like, as long as it's decent, then $40 is pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead and give this a nose. So the first thing that you're going to notice off of this is that it's rye whiskey, but there's almost no spice to the nose, which was a surprise when I first, tried this. Now, clearly I've had a few, but this is, in my opinion, the nose here, and you'll learn in the taste in a minute, it's like a bourbon trying to be a rye, even though it's, presumably 51% rye. So the nose is going to have a lot of similar things to a bourbon. It's got caramel, it's got butterscotch, it's got vanilla. As I mentioned, there's almost no spice to the nose. In fact, if you were to put this in front of me and have me nose it, I would guarantee you I would tell you this was a bourbon, like without a doubt. So very strange. All right, let's go ahead and give it a taste. Cheers. Now the spice comes out a little bit more there, but not really until it hits the back of your throat. Like I would actually say it's a mild spice right at first, and you're like, oh, still, just the same as the nose. But then you swallow it and you get the burn and it tastes like rye, and that's fine. But the rest of it's kind of boring. I know I might be being a little harsh. I think I'm just let down a little bit. Some of the other tasting notes, I get cherry, and that's actually very prevalent, I'll say. It's a very cherry. And the finish itself is actually pretty pleasant. When it's sticking around in your mouth afterwards, it tastes like a rye. But here's the thing. It's like $40, right? And it's decent. I would say this is a great mixer. This is a great ingredient in a cocktail. Drinking it neat is not bad. It's just, there's other ryes. Maybe I'm spoiled. Maybe I am. It's very possible. I don't drink a ton of ryes, and most of the ones I have a very intense rye flavor. And if I'm drinking a rye, that's what I personally want. If you drink a rye to get something a little bit more mild, maybe just to accentuate your Manhattan or something like that, maybe this is a good choice. In fact, if I were at a bar, I would see if they had this if I was going to order a Manhattan. Usually they don't, unfortunately. But either way, me personally, $40 for this. I think I'd rather spend a little bit more and get the Pikesville. I hate to say it because I actually genuinely like Knob Creek, but I can't recommend this one. I'd say this is a try it at best. So thank you for joining me here on the Whiskey Dictionary, and I will see you Friday for Amaret Fusion. So cheers.